Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, Episode 13. This was the Makeover Challenge. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Sandwich Hour community. Ding! You can also follow me on my other social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Sandwicher Hour. Again, that is Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Sandwicher Hour. Also, do not send hate to any of the queens mentioned in this video, because that's not what these are meant for. These are meant for us to have a fun time here on this side of the interwebs and talk about all things Drag Race. And again, this is the Makeover Challenge. So I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on this episode. We are at a top 5. The season is quickly wrapping up. Again, this is going to be my double review day. This is not something that happens very frequently on the Sandwich Hour channel. But because it was the finale for RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World, I decided I wanted to get my review for that out the day it happened. So, lucky for y'all, I'm doing a double review day. Again, not gonna happen super frequently, but that is what we're doing this week. So episode starts out. Queen's coming back into the workroom after the elimination of who went home last week? Dawn. There's so many shows to keep track of. Ah! After the elimination of Dawn, the dawn has passed. It is now later in the day. The time of day has moved past, and Dawn's time has come to an end on this show. There are plenty of puns there that it could be making. Again, my brain is tired. I'm trying for some puns here. I'll keep going. Anyways, Morphine sent Dawn home to body. Absolutely annihilated Dawn. No hate to Dawn at all. No shade. Morphine just bodied it, for lack of a better term. See, I told you it was still have puns. Anyways, Morphine has now sent home 3 girls, because she sent home Maya, she sent home Dawn, and who else? She sent someone else home, because this was her 4th. There's someone else she sent home. Whoever that is, comment down below who that was. Again, I know she sent home Dawn, and I know she sent home Maya. There's another person she sent home. Comment down below. Who was that? Because she said this is her 4th time lip syncing. So my brain is trying. Anyways, this is going to keep me distracted if I keep focusing on that. So Dawn, bye-bye. Morphine bodied. Yes, that. Continue. Very much congratulating Saphira and Plain, who just got a double win. Again, Q is pressed like a panini. Continued. This is very much giving what Q's storyline is going to be, and I'm worried about it. Because if she continues to react the same way, it gets a little stale, baby. It gets a little flat. It gets a little, the panini gets a little dry. And at some point, you can only press a panini so much to the point of where it starts to burst open. And then what do you have? Just pieces of bread split in pieces? Pieces of bread split in pieces. Yes, we're going to stick with that. And fillings outside of the panini. You don't want that. The panini needs to stay fresh and crisp and warm. And this panini is pressed beyond belief, baby. So I'm worried for Q. I'm worried. Especially another week where, again, we'll see what happens next week. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, yes. Morphine bodied the lip sync to body. Saphira is the front runner. Saphira is very confident going into this week. So it's Plain saying she's no longer going to be vulnerable. She's going to be cocky again. So she's going back to her roots. Back to her her cold Russian roots. Listen, I'm tired. I'm making these jokes. No shade to Plain. I'm just trying to make funny jokes. They're dumb. I'm aware. Anyways, Product placement, product placement, product placement, product placement. This was at DragCon last year. They were selling the RuPaul's Drag Race Monopoly at the World of Wonder booth. I didn't buy it. I should have. But I thought it was interesting that we were having more product placement. Again, Drag Race, that's going to happen. It was a cute moment getting to see them play Monopoly. Sure. RuPaul comes in, introduces the main challenge, Makeover Challenge. Morphine's very confident. Morphine's like, I'm a makeup artist. I'm a makeup girly. This is my challenge. Baby, that's the storyline that this episode is going to be. These are the dancers that they're going to have you making over. They're the dancers from RuPaul's Drag Race Live and Vegas, including Mask Dawn. Yes, Mask Dawn over here. I was going to make the Dawn and Dusk joke, but I saw Joey Nofi make that joke, so I feel like I need to come up with something new. So I just stuck with Mask version of Dawn. He's like if Dawn is the twink, he is the twas. Yes, the twas. The twink now is the twas. Because Dawn is twink. He's the opposite version of the spectrum. Well, opposite? He's muscly, so he's not twas. So, yes. They're going to be matched based on balls that they pick out of a pink furry box, matching with their shorts or underwear, whatever you want to call them, whatever they are. So, for example, yellow. For that. So, these are the pairings. Again, yes. I'm curious to see how much production is behind the pairings. I wonder if had Dawn not been eliminated when Dawn was eliminated, if Dawn would have been with Nick, I think was his name. Nick? I think his name was Nick. I'm pretty sure his name is Nick. Yes. RuPaul also tells them that they're going to have to do a dance moment. Again, they're the dancers, so they're trying to make more of a moment of that. I do think it's interesting because in previous seasons, I feel like the dance aspect to the makeover challenge had just been for show. And I feel like this season they decided in certain cases to actually make it part of the critique. And then again, we're at top 5, right? So production has a very clear storyline of how they want to wrap up the season. So they're going to find little nitpicky things to pick out about each of the queens to fulfill the storyline that they're having. It's like a Mad Lib. You need to take in the certain adjectives that you want to complete the story that you're making. It's like a template, right? I'm literally saying the same thing twice. Anyways, that's kind of what it's giving for me in terms of production. So the girls are meeting the dancers, going over what they're gonna do. It is what it is. It's fun. It's cute. It's a kiki. Yes. I don't have too much to say. A lot of the girls brought stuff that they were looking for. Q is looking at this almost like she's thinking, all right, this is like a design challenge, so I could win this. No, baby. But there's an obligatory walk-off in heels because, again, every time they have a makeover, they're going to show the girls and the makeover partners walking in heels. Very much taking the template of this episode and filling in. Walkthrough happens with Rue. Saphir has this idea. Crystals. Nymphia is going for birds. Yeah. I don't know. Everyone has their ideas, what they're comfortable with, makeup, all that sort of judge. Yeah. I don't have too much else to say. I mean, the walkthrough happens. I did think it was interesting that we got to see Nick. He really looks like Mask version of Dawn. He's like there's another pun there. I know there's another pun. And I feel like it's going to hit me after I do this review, which is the most frustrating part. Dawn is now the Dusk is too easy. There's a pun there. And I'm upset. But Dawn was they practice their choreo again. The dancers are coming in with their dance background, so they're going to try to help the girls come up with something cute while also still dancing with heels for the first time. So there's different layers to this challenge. There is one point I wanted to point out. Sure. During the rehearsals, Saphira ends up switching out her garment because she realizes that she can't really dance in this. And again, this isn't a challenge that you go in knowing you're going to have to dance. So Saphira probably planned out these outfits for just a general makeover challenge. She didn't know there was going to be the dance factor or any of the above. So it's not like she planned it knowing that there was going to be the dance factor. So she's trying her best to sort of go with realizing what is happening, changing things up. And again, it's difficult to change things up last minute when you come in with all of these plans, and it is what it is. Like, this is very much the storyline that we're going to get from for Saphira this season, this episode. They're doing the makeup. There's some cute shade happening. We get a vulnerable moment from Nymphia where she's talking about how she has this big confidence, and then she also has this inner struggles of self-doubt. I feel like this is very relatable. I try to be confident, and again, I'm not a super confident person. Like, I go for the fake it till you make it sort of vibe, and that doesn't always work. And I feel like this was a really nice moment to get to know a little bit more about Nymphia. We also get a moment between Plane and her makeover partner. Her makeover partner is talking about his experience with dance, how his parents told him they still wanted him to complete his college degree. Plane ends up relating to it because she came out through drag to her parents, still finishing her degree. I think she said she's going in for a degree in business, if I'm not mistaken. So work. Again, business is something you can actually use in the Drag Race world because all the girls are creating their own brands, right? Right? So you kind of get the idea of where some of Plane's ideas and concepts coming from in her strengths. Again, if you have this background in branding and all of that sort of style, you're going to do well when it comes to branding. I feel like Plane has a very specific and clear brand when it comes to her drag. See? I'm paying attention. RuPaul, you look good. I like it. It's fun. It's different. I don't know. It's camp. I don't know. Michelle, I love the lip. I love the hair. The dress is nice. I'm gonna give it a fab. Oh, and again, on this Amateur Hour channel, let me introduce this. We do a runway review called Fabber Drab. So it is fab or fabulous, you give it a fab. If it's drab, you give it a drab. And if you absolutely love it, you can give it an ab fab for absolutely fabulous. See? Branding. T.S. Madison. I love T.S. Every episode we get T.S. Madison is a good episode for me. Like, I'm obsessed. I love her. She's great. And then Kelsey Ballerini is the guest judge. Again, I'm not very familiar with her music. It's not my type of genres, if you will. She's fun. Ally. Oh my god. Ally. Oh, why are people not watching my videos? Because I swear, I'm funny. Anyways. Kia's runway, she's going for sort of a monster vibe. I thought it was well done. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the concept. I thought the makeup was cool. Very kind of gave me sort of Club Kid sort of effect. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll give it a fab. It's a fab. It's well done. Morphine Love Dion and Latina Love Dion. Sure. I thought TS had a really great critique of like if she had something put over the shoulders, proportionizing again would have helped a lot with her makeover partner and also make it just to add a little extra to it. The hair I actually enjoy. I don't necessarily think it needs to be bigger, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this? I'm gonna give it a fab. Just it's not my favorite morphine look. Excuse me. Of course, I had to reveal. Nymphia. I love Nymphia's look. I thought Nymphia was a fab. Honestly, probably my favorite look of. I probably would have. We'll talk about this later. I think Nymphia could have gotten the win. Yeah, I might have given the win to Nymphia. Yeah. Saphira and her makeover partner, Shakira, is what the name was. I liked it. I think she didn't have a her original concept, her original idea wasn't working, so she pivoted and changed it up and did something that I think actually still fulfilled the assignment. And I think they both look nice. They both look very pretty. I love the hair, and the gloves are cute. Yeah, I mean, is it the most exciting? No, but they both look good, so I'm gonna give it a fab. The makeup is very pretty on her makeover partner, by the way. Very, very, very pretty. Saphira knows how to paint. Again, Saphira said, I think she has 11 drag kids. 11? Don't quote me on that. I know she's good friends with Honey Davenport, who also has a lot of drag kids. So I'm like, oh, wonder, you know? Anyways, I don't know. Plain Jane and Lazy Susan. RuPaul cackled like crazy with the name Lazy Susan. Oh my god. And again, I've been looking at rumored cast lists and I'm just like, damn, if only RuPaul were hosting Drag Race Down Under season 4, because there's gonna be a queen named Lazy Susan. Um but the look is nice. I get the concept. I think it's well done. Is it my favorite of the night? No. It feels I don't know. I think it was safe, but I also don't necessarily think it was deserving of the winning placement. The choreo moment happens again. Each of the groups, each of the partners have their own choreo moment. I don't really know how they critique this. I feel like they kind of pick and choose when they decide to make it matter. Personally, but yeah, I don't know. It's cute. It's fun. Yeah. They all do the moment. It's fun. I don't have too much to say when it comes to this critique. Like, sure, the choreo happens. I like this picture. This picture's nice. The picture's nice. All right. Critiques happen. We find out very clearly who they're putting in the top, being Q, Nymphia, and Plain, and Saphira and Morphine are gonna be in the bottom too. I guess I agree. I again, we're at top 5. It's becoming very hard for them to pick and choose who they want to win each challenge and who they want to be in the bottom. So they're kind of picking based on the narrative that they're trying to create for this season, what they're going to critique and what they're not going to critique. It's all becoming very, I don't want to say puppet mastery, but kind of puppet mastery of like pulling the strings for certain queens and making it, you know, like you can edit things to be a certain way that you want them. Ultimately, RuPaul announces that the winner is going to be Plain Jane. This is Plain's 4th win, so congratulations to Plain Jane. She gets $5,000, courtesy of RuPaul Monopoly. Sure. Does that mean it's Monopoly money or real money? Let me know. And her makeover partner also gets $5,000, and then they're also going to give $1,000 to all the other makeover partners. So it's cute. Yes, yes, yes. And then the bottom 2 are going to be Morphine and Saphira. Again, very clearly what the storyline they're trying to make. Miss Me More by Kelsey Ballerini is the lip sync song. I think Saphira for me stood out so well because she was doing such a different approach to what Morphine was doing. And while I enjoyed Morphine's performance as well, I think for this song, the approach that Saphira was taking matched better with the song. So that's why I think ultimately they both did well. They both did well. I feel like we've seen a lot of the stuff from Morphine as well. Again, this is her fourth time lip syncing, so we've seen a lot of what she does. But Saphira, I think, did really well. I think they both did well. Ultimately, RuPaul announces Saphira is safe. Again, track record wise, it would make zero sense to eliminate Saphira. At this point, she has 4 wins as well. And Morphine has been in the bottom 4 times and has 0 wins. So based on track record alone, it makes sense. Again, we are at top 4 now. So the top 4 is Q, Nymphia, Saphira, and Plain. Right? We have, let me see, this is episode 13. I think we have 3 more episodes, something like that. So I'll be curious to see if anyone goes home next week. I don't know. But Morphine has to sashay away. Again, I was sad to see Morphine go. I think Morphine was a very fun queen. I feel like she's gorgeous and she's beautiful. She's beautiful. And she can easily come back for an All-Stars and slay. So, shout out to Morphine. Besos y muchos besos. I don't know. I'm not fluent in Spanish, but love you, Morphine. Yeah. And that brings the end of this review. Cool. Sweet. Yeah. 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 Can you tell I'm getting a little tired? I'm getting a little loopy. A little loopy. Next week is going to be a branding book challenge. So they're going to have to create their own books. Again, we had a mini challenge based on this earlier this season. So if the track record matches in my brain what's going to happen next week, I see Saphira winning this. I don't know. Maybe she'll have 5 wins going to the finale. Maybe Nymphia will get the win. Maybe Q. Maybe Plain. TBD on that. But that brings me to the end of this video. Again, we will find out next week if anyone is going home. But as of right now, we have our top 4. If I were to predict the winner, again, I already made this prediction last week, I think, on this channel. But my prediction still stands. I think Saphira Crystal is winning the season. So, that brings me to the end of this. I already said that. Let me know what you think about this episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Sandwich Hour channel. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Sandwich Hour. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out. Trying to get monetized still. Let's make that happen on the Sandwich Hour channel, baby. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will be back here later with some more videos. UK versus the World ended. And season 16, we have 3 episodes left, I believe. So I don't really know what season is coming next. As soon as I hear any information as far as promos or anything like that, I will be covering that. I know France is coming back soon. I might review that if there's nothing else coming on. I don't know. If there's any other content you want to see, please comment down below. You can also DM me on Twitter and Instagram. Any video ideas you would like to see. Yeah. Again, as I always say, don't send hate. Be cute. Keep it cute. All that judge. That's not a word I say. I will see y'all later. Have a good rest of your night. Bye, y'all.